What if I told you there is a way to answer all your customers instantly? Doesn't matter if it's Monday, Tuesday, Friday, or what day it is, it has no relevance because it can answer at any time you want. So let me show you what we are talking about. Basically, there is a WhatsApp agent that can answer all the questions from your customers. So let's dive in. So the number one problem is the way you reply. It can be missed messages, can't reply 24/7, too slow replies, and maybe you have issues with your staff. Maybe hiring is too expensive, maybe you want to scale your team, but that's just too expensive, right? So let me just dive into a little bit. Missed messages. You can just have a bad day, you can have so many clients, and maybe you forget to answer to those calls. And guess what will happen? Yes, they will find someone else. Can't reply always. Of course you can't reply because you're a human being. That's something that is completely normal. Maybe you can't reply because it's Friday night. Maybe you are on a wedding. Maybe it's your birthday and you don't want to deal with your business, right? And that's completely normal. Or maybe you are just too slow to answer. And if you are too slow to answer, that is a huge problem. Why? Because 78% of customers buys from whoever responds first. And remember, 78%. If they will message in the same time, and they will do, your competitor, that just means that whoever will respond, he's going to buy from that company. It's simple as that. So remember, if you are getting calls, like after your working hours, messages, maybe on the weekend, maybe you stay on the phone and just answer always to the phone and neglecting your time with your family, friends, or social life, maybe it's time to think that you should delegate your messages to someone that has an infinite amount of energy and time, and that can be trained and that can answer always in the way you want. The truth is that most of the business owners, especially the small ones, cannot have multiple persons to just answer the phones and to answer WhatsApp or other messaging platforms messages immediately. They just can't do that. And you know very well this. How good it would be to just have someone special that can answer always the questions and issues from the customers. But in the reality, we know that it's not really possible because you cannot have just multiple employees to just answer calls. So let's go to the second one. What can a WhatsApp agent do? It can answer, this is the most basic one, FAQs. It can answer to frequently asked questions. This is something like even the most stupid ones can do. And then it can book appointments. Here we have to see like what our business needs. I just put here some examples that usually it's needed, but maybe you have something completely different in your business, and that's completely normal. Like, don't get me wrong. So maybe you need to book appointments. Maybe you need to qualify leads. Or maybe you need an agent that is multilingual. Let me give you an example. Maybe you are having a restaurant in Budapest, and that restaurant takes people from multiple countries, right? They speak different languages. And imagine how it would be to just like have a receptionist that can answer to everyone. Doesn't matter if they will speak English, Spanish, Italian, maybe Russian, doesn't matter. It can answer to everyone. How magic it is. And now let's go to the third category, use cases. So as I told you just before, use cases, here we can say restaurants, e-commerce, service businesses, real estate. So I just told you before restaurants, right? In the restaurant field, it can be mostly business owners are using this technology to book tables. And not only to book tables, but it can take also orders, which is even more important for some businesses. Maybe you have a pizza spot. Maybe you are getting all day phones from customers. Hey, I want this pizza. Hey, I want that one. Hey, I want this one. And some businesses still have multiple receptionists to just answer these calls. It's like mind-blowing. They could reduce their costs by like 50, 60, 70, 80%, depends on the country and where they operate and how much are the salaries, but it's just crazy. E-commerce, another crazy example, like web shop owners literally have the possibility to have an agent, even if it can be integrated into a website, it can be a WhatsApp integration, it doesn't matter. Basically an agent that can handle refunds, return products, comment status. Like you can ask like, hey, is the my product or the shipping is on the way? Like, is this color or is that one or this one at the end? Is this technical description, is this the right fit for me if I need this or that? Like, because you get these questions. So it could be a very big help for you to just answer those repetitive questions, but not only the repetitive ones, even complex ones. Service businesses, here it's like, it could be almost any business that has a decent amount of lead flow. So if you have like customers or interested people about your product, then you can very easily qualify to this. All it takes, do you take like calls daily? Let's say more than an hour per day? Because if yes, like 1 hour from your time, it's very precious. Like you could invest in that 1 hour into the future of your business and not staying and answering to those repetitive questions. Just like think about this. And of course, real estate cannot be out of this big picture. It can be agents that can call properties, that can talk to different properties, that can check maybe listings. It's like so many use cases here. And now how it works, because people usually are like frustrated with like stupid chatbots that can't solve their issues, because some companies are maybe trying to force these things too much. Some people aren't using it all, and some of them are using it too much. So basically, a customer writes, the agent responds, escalates if needed, and yeah, it's just going to learn your business and answer in the same way as you would like to hear from your best sales guy, for example. And it's not limited to WhatsApp. Like most of the businesses are asking for WhatsApp or website integrations, but it's not limited to that. We can integrate into Instagram, website, voice calls. Of course, it can be, and it has to be integrated with a CRM system, because otherwise it's just independent systems that are thinking independently, and they should be dependent on each other because they have to communicate. So I think that era with like having 5 different applications inside your business is I think is just over. Like you need all the businesses sooner or later will have one big centralized brain and that brain will know all the fine details about their business, and all their employees are going to use this centralized AI that is going to create knowledge bases for newcomers, that is going to know all the details about the company, that can help the business owner to like oversee the situations, that can be your strategist maybe. So it's like a lot of good use cases into this. And also it's very useful because all your employees, including you, are going to use these AI systems, and you have to solve to have like one centralized memory. We are also having very, very interesting project about this. It basically, these memories are allowing you that all of your employees that are using this AI to have like one central brain. And due to this, you will have an AI inside your company that can help you like your best business partner to make better business decisions. Because just like think about when you use your AI, let it be like Claude, Gemini, doesn't matter, maybe ChatGPT, it really doesn't matter. All of them can do a good job. And think about if you have a question, but if the AI doesn't have context, it's like 99% it will return to you a shitty answer, because the AI have a huge contextual intelligence, but only if you provide to them. So you have to make sure that it knows all the details about your business. And after it knows all the details, all you have to do is to like ask specific questions and define very, very good the issue, give it examples and so on. And in this way, you can ensure that basically you will have a conversation that knows all the details, and then in this case, you will get a much, much better answer. So imagine if you could have an AI that, let's say, you say, hey, let's say for the example that this AI is going to be Emily. You say, hey, Emily, please analyze the sales from last month, analyze the sales, analyze the transcripts that we use, and find the issue, why it dropped by 20% compared to last month or the previous months. And after you found the issue, please create a new marketing campaign, generate the videos, generate the product videos, make it ultra realistic, and create 5 new campaigns in Meta. So how this sounds? I mean, for me, it just sounds incredible, right? So results. So this is one of the most interesting sections because you can have multiple hours saved weekly or even daily for some people. So imagine like if you do not have to stay in your business with all those small and annoying operational tasks, but you could focus on the evolution of your business, on the future. Like imagine how it would be, and how it would be if you could get messages from customers that, hey, this e-com shop, this restaurant is just amazing. I had this issue and they sold me immediately. They are always helping me immediately. They are answering almost immediately, always. I think it sounds incredible. And the price, of course, it's much more cheaper. And so basically, an agent like this can qualify your leads, can call them if that is required, can answer to the repetitive questions, and not only, it can overtake the situation to a human. So it can do almost anything you can imagine. So if you want something personalized, or if you're curious, you are just having questions, feel free to ask me or just reach out to us. You will find a form down below our website or Instagram page. So make sure you will ask if you have like anything that you don't know, and we will try our best to answer to your question. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have anything you want to know, make sure you will ask it down below into the comment section. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day.